is a really nice day today. It's quite warm actually, which is really nice because if you watched one of my recent videos, I went out drawing quite a few days in a row or in 1 week, and many of the days were very overcast, grey, windy, rainy, and not very summery, but today is a really nice day and I am gonna go outside with my paints, and I think I want to try and go outside for like a decent amount of time because it is warm and it's not windy, so I should be able to stay outside for a long time without getting too uncomfy. Just trying to think where we could go today because I'm not really sure. I don't know, but we're gonna go on a walk and we're gonna go paint and we shall see where we end up. I have decided that I'm going to go over to Little Spiggy, which is where I went last week to paint, but I don't think there's anything wrong with going to the same spot more than once, and if anything I think it's quite nice when you start becoming familiar with places. I don't know, I feel like it can become easier to paint, partly just because you know what you're looking at. Whereas when like the first time you go somewhere, there's like lots to take in that you might be unfamiliar with, and so it's maybe harder to kind of settle your eye. So yeah, we're gonna go back to same spot. Although I say same spot, I'm probably gonna sit actually on the other side of the beach, so it will be a different view, which will create a totally different painting. But yeah, that is what we're gonna do. And this sun is so nice. Like, oh, I've been trying to be quite optimistic about summer because I really hate when people are down about the weather, because I think you can make the most of it. But maybe it's only because I've been off for the past week, so I've been more aware of what days have, like, the weather's been nicer. And I feel like, well, in the last week, the weather hasn't been great. It's not been super summery. We actually had some really rainy days. And I want summer. I want to feel like it's summer and I'm making the most of it and enjoying being outside, which I have been, but sometimes like a little bit more warmth and a little bit more sunshine is nicer, and that is what we're getting today. So there shall be no complaining from me. It is so nice. I'm trying to like think where I want to sit. Maybe over here actually. Oh, so nice. Oh, see, Shetland on a summer day. This is why I love it here, because you actually just can't complain. It's so nice. Also, I've just sat down and there's a heart-shaped rock. That's so cute. I'm taking that as a good sign. I think with this heat, the jumper will be coming off. I have just finished those sketches and I'm going to set up my paints now. And I think I'm probably going to paint the same composition as my second sketch. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm sticking to the small sketchbook for the first painting. I don't know how long I will stay here for, but we will do at least one painting. I've also just sat here for another like 15 minutes maybe, painting this little one, and I would be really happy staying here the rest of the evening, but I cannot do that, so I'm gonna head home now. Hello. Herding cows. So I forgot to bring my little mic with me, so hopefully you can hear me, but I am back at Little Spiggy, pretty Spiggy, and I'm going to, I hope you can hear me because the waves are actually quite loud, even though they're so little. But I'm going to set up and paint here again because I really enjoyed my little painting session here yesterday, and I just felt like it'd be nice to actually get out and stay out for like a real length of time. And it's another really nice day, really calm. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get set up and start painting, and probably just, yeah, painting the same sort of spot. So I'm thinking to now do one that's a bit more kind of loose and a bit more playful, a bit more illustrative, because I think I probably spent like an hour or so on this one. And yeah, I feel like it'd be nice to do something that's a little bit more playful, but I did enjoy doing that last painting. A new blank page, so I'm going to stick with the same sort of composition, but then I think after I do this one I want to sit over there because there's a really nice view of, you can see this rock and then you can see a kind of edge of a cliff in the distance behind it that's a lot lighter, and it's just really nice satisfying composition. So I think I'll do that after I fill this page. I'm so chuffed with this last painting drawing. It's so sketchy, but I think it's very fun, and I think I'm gonna go get an ice cream because there's a fun day on at the other beach just around the corner. It's pretty quiet here, so that's been nice because I was a bit concerned that it would be really busy here today, but it's very quiet. But yeah, I might go get myself a little ice cream because there's an ice cream van and then I think I'll come back over and I'm gonna move just over there to mix up and make some different kind of sketches. But I think with the next ones that I do, I want to take it more this sort of route because I instantly just feel like I'm having so much fun when I do work like that. Like I really enjoyed doing the other paintings today and yesterday that are like, you know, I was gonna say they're a bit more tight, but like they're still quite loose and playful, but I prefer doing like exaggerated colours and just fun. I was so excited to get my ice cream, but the fun day's ended. Everybody's packing up and getting ready to go. I was too late. Oh, I love it. Like, what do you mean this is literally where I live? There's an island. Look at it. Just so perfect. Oh man. I don't think it'll matter how often like I come to the same spots, do the same walks. I feel like I still get to experience that feeling of awe, and yeah, it still feels special, and much of the time it still feels like this is the first time I'm experiencing Shetland and living here. And I mean, I hope that I can have that attitude towards places like the rest of my life, because I think it does just make life so much more rich if you can actually just try and be still and actually appreciate what is right in front of you. And I'm really lucky that what's right in front of me is an island. Like, what? Like, I can walk for about 20 minutes from my house and end up here. And I think I just forget that. I forget that too often. It comes back to like that sense of having that sense of wonder and awe at the world. Because I think it is easy to forget how absolutely marvellous it is that we exist and experience this, and who knows what else there is. But to just know that you are experiencing something, and by experiencing it and actually just being like present with it, it does feel really good. And I think, yeah, by feeling those emotions, that wonder and that awe, I don't know, I feel like I'm the biggest advocate for finding awe and wonder at the world, because I just think it makes our lives so much more significant, I would say. And it brings you actually into, I think, experiencing the world rather than just moving along. Actually means, I don't know. Anyway, I think I need to stop chatting because my phone's about to die, and I don't even know whether you can hear any of this because I don't have the little mic on me today. God damn it. That's why I bought this mic, so I could have nice conversations whilst I'm out on walks. But yeah, I need to stop talking because my phone has not got much charge on it, and I want to show you the other paintings that I make. But I think I'm gonna probably stay here for like another couple of minutes and just take it in, because it's such a lovely day, and also even the fact that I can sit here in a t-shirt not with a jumper on is pretty nice, and it's somewhat rare here. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that in, and I will update you on the paintings and all that later. So I thought before I would end this video, also ignore the fact that I've got half painted nails, but I thought, yeah, before I end this video, I would just quickly go over the different things that I made over these 2 days whilst I painted down at Little Spiggy. So I have these 2 sketches, which was the first thing that I did, and these were using my Derwent watercolour, Inktense pencils. If you've watched any of my videos before, then you will know that I really like these pencils. So I did those 2 sketches, and then that first day I did this one, and then I did this one really quickly, and we have sand incorporated into the piece, so that's fun. And then the next day we moved on to using the bigger sketchbook. Unfortunately the paint had not dried before I closed this, so we do have a bit of tearing going on, but this is just a sketchbook, so I'm never really worried about keeping any of the pieces really pristine. I quite liked painting in this sort of style, somewhat doing a little bit more tight painting than some of my other sketchier stuff, but I mean really it is still pretty loose. And so I had a go at doing that, and then made this one, which I think I mentioned earlier. I really enjoyed this one. I think this is really fun. I'm really into using mixing my kind of media at the moment, so using crayons and using my watercolour pencils, and then also the acrylic paint. So I definitely had, I think, more fun doing this one than this. And then we moved on to our final piece, which I didn't really manage to film any of the process because my phone charge was really low because I had been out for so long. But this was the final piece, which is my favourite, and it's probably one of my favourite sketches I've actually done ever. I think it's really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was like very quick, and I felt very warmed up, and it probably is because I spent 2 days painting outside. The first day I think I was out for maybe like 2 hours, something like that, and then the second day I think I was out for like 5 hours. Obviously not painting constantly during that time, but just outside taking in the landscape. And yeah, I feel like you can kind of tell that I have warmed up to what I'm seeing and the materials that I'm using. So again, this one is acrylic paint, like light washes of that. I really like a couple of the bigger brushes I've been using recently. They're really great for doing really loose watery skies and seas, and just doing like, yeah, a kind of simple background wash, and then going on top with a bit more paint at times. And then with my wax crayons, I have kind of a mixture of, oh, what are they called? I can never say the brand, let me just get some. Yeah, so I have a mixture of these Neocolor aquarelle water soluble wax crayons, and then I have these ones, Lyra ones, which are a lot cheaper, and I probably like them just as much. So I have a kind of collection of both of these types of wax crayons, and I really enjoy, yeah, I've been really enjoying working with them outside especially. And then the kind of darker marks here are my Inktense watercolour pencils, which again I really love. But anyway, those are my little paintings of the last couple of days. And But yeah, I really enjoyed my last couple days outside sketching and painting. Let me know if you had a favourite sketch that I did or painting. I'd love to hear. Also, if you have any tips for bringing your equipment or sitting outside and painting, let me know. I feel like I'm kind of constantly trying to figure out ways where I can make it a little bit more easier for myself. I think one of the things I'm going to do soon is get a little box with different compartments in it so I can put all my paints in pre-made and then just take that with me rather than taking a box of paints that I then need to get ready each time when I'm out and about. So that's one thing I'm thinking to do, but let me know if you have any tips. And also, yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!